That's the way to do it, Dave.
This is where I fall now, pal.
Good morning, everyone, and you join me on this very, very, very misty morning in Battlefield, Shrewsbury. I'm out with Dave again behind me.
Hi.
And we have come for a little walk around Battlefield. And I've put my historian's hat on today because I thought I'd try and share a little bit of historical knowledge with you guys instead of just going for these random walks in the countryside. Our route is going to take us around the battlefield to my right here, and we're going to finish off in and around Battlefield Church. So, my novice attempt at trying to share some historical knowledge with you guys. In the very misty field to my right took place the Battle of 1403, the Battle of Shrewsbury, where King Henry IV's men met Henry Hotspur Percy's men in this field. Thousands of men battled it away, I believe in July of 1403, so it would have been a hot summer. Oh, hang on a minute. Nothing's changed with our walks. Let's try and navigate this as best we can. What do you think, mate?
Oh yeah, it looks quite good, that, doesn't it?
It gets better as you get around the corner. I tell you what, these boots are getting one hell of a test over the last few weeks. You're just going to go for it. He's just going for it. That's the manly approach to a puddle. And some of you may recognise the name of Hotspur. I recognised it last night as I was doing some historical reading. I recognised it from the Harry Hotspur pub, which is not a pub anymore, it's a Chinese restaurant. There's a bloody good egg fried rice and a Cantonese style chicken. So when it opens up again, I totally recommend you guys gonna go have a Chinese there. I can just hear some birds now. And I knew it wasn't going to be long before we got to another puddle. Oh, right, which way do I go? I think I'm going to go left, where everyone else seems to have gone. Oh, I really hope I don't fall. Oh God. It has a special feature in it. Dang, I think I've just got to go for it. There's a good chance. This is my attempt at orienteering around the Shrewsbury countryside. Here we go. I'm just going to go because otherwise I'm going to fall in, so I'm just going to get my feet wet. Are you recording? Do you want to record this?
Hang on. Let's try and be sensible here, shall we?
Okay, all right, okay. That's the way to do it, Dave.
Oh, this is where I fall now, pal.
You're doing all right.
Keeping all the weight off the bottom.
What technique's that called? Is that called the countryside shimmy?
This is called the triple back pike with half a twist. This is normally found in Kama Sutra.
Well, Dave definitely did a better job than I think I'm going to do here. Right, I am just going to go for it though and just see what happens. Right, okay. Here we go. Oh God. Do you know what? My feet are completely dry.
Are they?
Absolutely completely dry. I'm surprised by that. That nearly went up to my ankles, that did.
Link in the description.
Link in the description to these boots, ladies and gentlemen. And this is actually a route in Shrewsbury that I've never had the pleasure of walking down before. I've heard a lot of people recommend this route, but I've never actually taken the time to come down here myself. And we're coming up to some kind of gateway now, which I believe leads us into the grounds of Battlefield Church. A beautiful church, probably one of the nicest churches that I think I've ever seen actually in Shrewsbury. Not the biggest, but because of its grounds, because it's not set inside a town centre. It's a lovely little church, and I'll show you around it once we get a little bit closer. And just over Dave's left shoulder there in the distance is the Church of St Mary Magdalene, a 19th century church that was originally erected as a little chapel over a mass burial ground of the battle that took place just behind me. I'm gonna have a look around the grounds now and see the beautiful architecture of this church, and just look at the amazing architecture of this now. Absolutely incredible. Just walking around this church now, it's lovely to see some of the stained glass. And as I mentioned just before, this is a mid-19th century church, rebuilt on top of what was once an old chapel, I believe, that commemorated the burial ground, the Battle of 1403, the Battle of Shrewsbury. We've just walked through the field. So we're walking on hundreds, if not thousands, of bodies right now. Sounds quite morbid, but it is the historic truth of this area. And although you have gravestones here now, these wouldn't have been here all those hundreds of years ago. Let's have a closer walk along the walls here and have a look at the stained glass that we can see. Hard to make out exactly what the images portray, but you can imagine if there was some light inside the building portraying out at night, how beautiful they would look. Whether it was restoration that was carried out in the 19th century, or whether the greater architectural building was finished in the 19th century, I'm not 100% sure. As I say in all my videos, you will probably have to do some fact checking yourself before you take my word verbatim. But what a beautiful building, and a lovely addition to this little walk of mine. Right, let's go find Dave. And back into a farmer's field we go. Oh, a bit of a whiff in this field, mate. You haven't done one again, have you?
No, not this time, mate. No, not this time. No.
Right, what's your best guess at route? Because we're going to try and get up to the farm shop if we can.
Wing it?
Wing it? Okay, yeah, fine. So just as we walk through this really muddy field, trying to find our way to the Battlefield farm shop. Oh God. I needed to give a very special shout out, cheers mate, to all of the new channel members that have decided to support me on my journey, on my YouTube journey. So I'm going to name a few names and give special thanks to you guys for joining the little community we've currently got. So there's 6 of you, absolutely overwhelmed by that. I cannot believe it, that 6 of you decided to put your hands in your pockets and help me out every month. Absolutely taken back by that. I honestly thought I'd get nobody, if I'm being completely honest. But let me reel off some names for you. So, first of all, we've got Woodside Walker. Thank you very much for becoming a channel member. Absolutely fantastic that you've done that. I really, really appreciate it. And I think Dave said...
Tasha, Woodside Walker. Nice lady.
Dave knows of Tasha. Nice to know your name. Sam Outdoors, thank you very much for becoming a channel member. I think Dave's seen your content as well.
Yes, we've seen that.
Yeah, and we've got Chad Feelgood, which I believe is Adam. I know Adam more from Facebook, so thanks Adam for becoming a channel member. It really does help me out. We've got Sharon C. Sharon watches from the US and has been a long-standing subscriber of this channel. And I really appreciate you, Sharon, for joining the channel and deciding to help out. It really helps me out. We've also got Girl Friday Web Design. Thank you very much for becoming a channel member. It means a hell of a lot. Don't know how many times I'm going to mention thank you very much in this little segment. And last but not least, Panda Class. I've never heard of you before, but thank you for becoming a channel member and joining our little family. I really, really appreciate it. So, just as we come into the Battlefield farm shop now, Battlefield 1403 farm shop. I've been here a couple of times with different friends and family, and it's a lovely little place. I'll just show you around me. Currently, it might be open to the public, I don't know. Do you reckon it's classed as essential shopping? What do you reckon, Dave?
I think it is open, yeah.
Cafe closed in compliance with COVID-19 restrictions.
The shop side of it will be open now.
The shop side of it will be open, yeah. So if you fancy some farm-reared meat, this is the place to come to. Especially for the more affluent residents of Shrewsbury. We've got deeper pockets who don't fancy Tesco.
What are we doing here then?
Yeah, what are we doing here, yeah. But this is, yeah, Battlefield 1403 Farm Shop. I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Another massive shout out to the channel members. And even if you're not a channel member and you like, watch, subscribe, share the videos, I really thank you for that as well. So, hope you join me in a future video. In Shrewsbury or beyond, who knows what the future brings. Fingers crossed we're not in lockdown for too much longer. And I'll see you guys in another video.